Host, voice is calm, measured, almost a whisper, like a guided meditation. Have you ever felt a deep, intuitive knowing, that the life you're living is just one possible version of your story? That the person you were meant to be is waiting, just out of sight, in a reality that feels parallel to your own? What if your feelings of déjà vu weren't a glitch, but a glimpse? What if the anxiety you feel about the future isn't a prediction, but a creation? For centuries, we've been told that time is a river, flowing in one direction, carrying us helplessly from past to future. But what if that's the greatest illusion of all? What if the future is already here, waiting for you to step into it? Music swells slightly, then fades back to a gentle hum. The screen transitions to a shot of a bustling, time-lapse city street, people moving like frantic ants. Host is now sitting in a cozy, minimalist studio with soft lighting. They speak directly to the camera, with empathy and intensity. We live in a culture of striving. We're taught the formula from birth: work hard. Set goals. Make a 5-year plan. Push. Force. Grind. Hustle. And for many of us, it works, to a point. We achieve things. We check boxes. But then we arrive at the destination, the promotion, the new car, the relationship, and we feel a quiet, unsettling whisper: is this it? There's a hollow space between the achievement and the fulfillment we were promised. This is the problem of linear time. We are conditioned to see our lives as a single, unbroken line. A timeline. Our past is a fixed, solid thing, a collection of traumas, mistakes, and defining moments that have made us who we are. It's a heavy chain we drag behind us. And our future? It's a distant, uncertain destination, a prize we're running toward on a treadmill, hoping we don't stumble. This linear model creates immense suffering. Let me tell you a story about a woman named Sarah. Sarah was a client of mine, a brilliant graphic designer. Her past was defined by a single event: a layoff from her dream job 5 years prior. That event became her story. It solidified into an identity: I am someone who gets so close, only to have it ripped away. She carried that story with her like a lead weight. Every new job interview was haunted by the ghost of that layoff. She was trying to manifest a better future, but she was doing it from a place of past pain. She was visualizing success, but her energy was rooted in the fear of failure. It was like trying to drive a car by staring intently into the rearview mirror. She was stuck. This is what I call the manifestation paradox. You're trying to create something new, but your entire being is anchored in the old reality. You're using the consciousness of your past self to try and build your future self. It's a fundamental mismatch. And science, the old, classical science we learned in school, backs this feeling of separation. Newtonian physics tells us the universe is a giant, predictable clock. Cause and effect. You are here, a separate observer in a cold, vast, and mechanical universe. Your thoughts are just ephemeral byproducts of brain chemistry, meaningless in the grand scheme of things. No wonder we feel powerless. So we try to control everything. We micromanage our lives, our diets, our careers, our relationships. We believe that if we just plan meticulously enough, we can outrun the ghosts of our past and secure a safe future. But this control is an illusion. It creates anxiety, burnout, and a deep, spiritual exhaustion. You lie awake at night, your mind racing through a million scenarios, trying to solve for variables that haven't even happened yet. You are trying to solve a problem in a reality that does not yet exist, using the rules of a reality you are desperate to leave behind. The question is not whether you can manifest. You are always manifesting. Your current reality is a perfect manifestation of your past beliefs and energies. The real question is, how do you break the cycle? How do you escape the gravitational pull of your personal history? The answer lies not in looking forward, but in looking sideways. Transition. The screen fills with a beautiful, complex mandala or a close-up of a snowflake, patterns within patterns. What if I told you that the most cutting-edge science of our time is now confirming what mystics and sages have been saying for millennia? Welcome to the world of quantum physics. This isn't just abstract math for geniuses in lab coats. This is a user manual for reality itself. In the quantum realm, the solid, predictable universe of Newton dissolves. Particles don't just exist in one place, they exist in a cloud of potential, a superposition of all possible locations and states, until they are observed. It is the act of observation itself. The act of a conscious mind focusing on it, that forces the particle to choose a single reality. Think about that for a moment. At the most fundamental level of our existence, the observer is not separate from the system. The observer creates the system. Now, let's take this a step further, to the concept that shatters our entire understanding of life, the block universe theory. Einstein's theory of relativity suggests that the past, present, and future all exist simultaneously. Time, as we perceive it, is an illusion. Imagine the entire universe, every event, every moment, from the Big Bang to the end of time, as a giant, four-dimensional block. It's all just there. Your birth, you watching this video right now, and every potential future version of you, all exist in this eternal now. So if the future is already out there, what are we actually doing when we move through time? A beautiful analogy is to think of your life not as a river, but as a DVD. The entire movie is already on the disc. All the possible scenes, all the story arcs, all the endings, the tragic one, the heroic one, the boring one, the miraculous one, they are all encoded on the disk, existing right now. Your consciousness is the laser. Where you point your laser of attention right now is what you experience as your reality. You can get stuck rewatching a traumatic scene from the past, or you can fast forward to a scene of a future you desire. This is where spirituality and quantum physics perform a perfect duet. Your consciousness is the laser. Your focused intention, your belief, your emotional energy, this is what selects which scene from the block universe you will step into next. Let me give you a practical exercise to feel this. It's called the felt sense of a parallel self. Practical exercise 1. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. I want you to think of a current challenge in your life. Maybe it's a financial struggle, or a conflict with a loved one. Now, I want you to imagine, with every fiber of your being, that there is a parallel version of you in a different part of the block universe who has already solved this problem. Feel the relief, the joy, the peace that this version of you feels. Don't just think it. Feel it in your body. The relaxation in their shoulders. The lightness in their heart. The quiet smile on their face. For just 30 seconds, borrow their nervous system. Let that feeling of already having solved it wash over you. When you open your eyes, you haven't changed your external circumstances yet. But you have just pointed your laser at a different part of the disk. You have sent a powerful command to the universe. This is the reality I am tuning into. This isn't wishful thinking. This is quantum jumping. You are beginning to align your vibration with the reality you wish to experience. The old model of manifestation was about efforting your way from point A to point B. The quantum model is about realizing you are already at point B, and allowing your current reality to catch up. Understanding the theory is one thing. Living it is another. How do we actually, practically, live from the reality we desire? How do we become the laser that consistently points to the scenes of joy, abundance, and love? The method has 3 core pillars. I call it the quantum triad. Pillar 1, rewrite your past, the observer effect. Remember Sarah, the graphic designer haunted by her layoff? We didn't try to ignore her past. We changed it. Not the event itself, but the meaning and energy she had attached to it, the charge it held in her personal block universe. In quantum terms, the past is not fixed until you observe it. And every time you recall a memory, you are not playing back a perfect recording, you are rewriting it with your current emotional state. Our exercise here is quantum memory revision. Practical exercise 2. Think of a specific memory that still causes you pain or shame. See it play out in your mind like a movie scene. Now, I want you to step into the scene as the empowered, conscious observer you are today. You are not the scared version of you in the memory. You are a spirit of light and wisdom entering that moment. Now, change the scene. What does that younger version of you need to hear? Maybe you walk in and put a hand on their shoulder. Maybe you tell them, it's okay. This is not the end of your story. This is setting you up for something far greater. Maybe you change the outcome entirely in your mind, see your boss apologizing, or see yourself walking away with confidence. Feel the emotional charge of the memory shift from pain to peace, or even to gratitude. Do this repeatedly. You are literally using your consciousness to collapse a new, empowering wave function from a past event. Pillar 2, embody your future, the superposition collapse. This is about living as if. But not as a fake facade. As a deep, energetic embodiment. Your future self is in a state of superposition, a potential. Your beliefs, feelings, and actions are what collapse that potential into your reality. The exercise is the future self sanctuary. Practical exercise 3. Create a quiet space. Close your eyes. Imagine walking into a beautiful, safe space, a sanctuary that belongs to your future self, the one living your dream life. What does it look like? Smell like? Feel like? Now, step into the body of this future you. Look down at your hands. Feel the clothes you're wearing. Feel the posture of this person, confident, peaceful, joyful. What are the first thoughts this version of you has upon waking? How do they speak? How do they carry themselves throughout their day? Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day just being this version of you. Let the feelings saturate your cells. You are not becoming this person. You are remembering the person you already are in a different part of the block universe. Pillar 3, surrender to the field, quantum non-locality. This is the most crucial, and most misunderstood, part. After you've set your intention and embodied the feeling, you must let go. In the quantum field, everything is connected non-locally. You don't need to know the how. You don't need to force the path. The practice here is trusting the synchronicity. Move through your day with the awareness that the universe is conspiring to bring your desired reality to you. When you see a sign, a relevant song on the radio, an unexpected call from an old friend, a chance encounter, acknowledge it with a quiet, thank you. This is the universe whispering back, I hear you. We are connected. The grinding, forcing, hustling mindset comes from the linear model. The quantum model requires a blend of focused intention and relaxed surrender. It's the difference between pushing a car and simply turning the key in the ignition. When you live by the quantum triad, the transformation is not just about getting things. It's about a fundamental shift in your state of being. You move from a state of anxiety to a state of awe. Let me tell you what happened to Sarah. After we worked on revising the memory of her layoff, she rewrote the scene to one where she saw the layoff as a painful but necessary redirection that freed her to build her own successful freelance business. Her energy shifted completely. She stopped carrying the identity of the person who got fired. She began her future self-sanctuary practice, embodying the version of herself who was a sought-after, well-paid, and joyful creative director. She felt the feelings of financial abundance and creative freedom, not as a wish, but as a current reality. She then surrendered. She stopped frantically applying for every job and started trusting that the right opportunities would find her. Within 3 weeks, she was contacted by a former colleague about a project. It wasn't a job offer, it was a collaboration. That collaboration led to another. And then, a major company saw her work from that project and offered her a senior consultant role, a position that didn't even exist before, created specifically for her unique blend of skills. The salary was 50% more than her previous job. But the money wasn't the real transformation. The real transformation was the look in her eyes when she told me. It wasn't the glee of, I got what I wanted. It was the serene knowing of, I am exactly where I am meant to be. The anxiety was gone, replaced by a deep, unshakable trust in the fabric of the universe. This is the peace that comes from understanding the nature of time. The frantic urgency dissolves. You realize that you have all the time in the world, because all time is now. The pressure is off. You start to see problems not as threats, but as indicators, showing you where your laser is pointed at a reality you no longer wish to experience. They are simply feedback, allowing you to recalibrate your focus. Your relationships transform. When you stop seeing people as static characters defined by their past actions, and instead see them as infinite beings of potential, just like you, forgiveness and compassion become natural. You can observe them without your old stories, and in doing so, you give them permission to change, to step into a new version of themselves with you. Life ceases to be a problem to be solved and becomes a mystery to be experienced. A cosmic game where you are both the player and the programmer. Every moment becomes a choice point, a nexus of infinite potential, asking you one simple question: which reality will you choose to step into next? If this resonates with you, if you feel that deep, intuitive yes vibrating within you, then you are ready for your mission. Your mission is not to become a perfect manifester who never has a bad day. Your mission is to become a conscious co-creator of your reality. To play this beautiful, quantum game with awareness, joy, and curiosity. The old paradigm of separation, lack, and linear struggle is crumbling. We are at the forefront of a collective awakening, where science and spirit are finally shaking hands. And this isn't an abstract philosophy. It is the most practical, powerful tool for navigating the complexities of modern life. So, here is your call to action. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, has 3 parts. First, declare your new reality. The universe responds to clarity. I want you to pause this video, and in the comments below, I want you to write down your new reality in the present tense. Not, I want. Or, I will. Write as if it is already done. I am so happy and grateful now that I am a best-selling author. I am now living in a beautiful home by the ocean, feeling peace every day. My body is healthy, vibrant, and full of energy. This act of writing it down and putting it out into the collective field is a powerful act of observation. It collapses the wave. Second, start your daily triad practice. Commit to just 10 minutes a day. 3 minutes of quantum memory revision, cleaning up a past memory. 5 minutes in your future self sanctuary, embodying who you already are. 2 minutes of surrender and gratitude, thanking the universe for already bringing it to you. Consistency is more important than duration. You are building a new muscle, a new neural pathway. Third, join a community of conscious creators. You cannot do this alone in a vacuum. The old world will constantly try to pull you back into the linear, fear-based model. You need a tribe. You need to be around others who speak this language. Who can reflect your highest self back to you when you forget. That is why I've created a free resource for everyone watching this. It's called the Quantum Jumpstarter Kit. It's a 7-day audio guide with guided versions of all the exercises we talked about today, the felt sense, the memory revision, the future self sanctuary. It will walk you through it, step by step, to build this practice into your life. The link to download it for free is in the description below. There is no cost. This is my contribution to the awakening. The greatest discovery you will ever make is that the prison of time was an illusion. The doors were never locked. You were just waiting for your own permission to leave. The future is not a destination you run toward. It is a frequency you tune into. It's a song that is already playing, and all you have to do is learn to listen. So, I leave you with one final question, a question to carry with you into your day, into your dreams, into the very fabric of your reality. If time is not the master you thought it was, then who, and what, are you truly capable of becoming? The screen slowly fades back to the deep space nebula from the beginning. The music swells into a beautiful, inspiring, yet still calm, finale.